Hi, y'all. Hi. Good morning. I have a quick message for you. I am so excited. I'm smiling. Y'all, I'm just resting in the arms of Jesus. Listen, I am going to be off the grid for a little bit, and I wanted to send you this message and this smile because so much is happening. And but you know me, I'm going to obey the voice of God, and so I feel a still away. Okay, and so I just wanted to leave you with this word of encouragement. It's Wednesday, and I just wanted to share a couple things with you. Number one, Mindset Monday will be pre-recorded for the next couple months, and you will always find it on the YouTube channel. Okay, always YouTube channel, and I'll put the link. But if you are on my Instagram, personally or purposely living with Latrice, you can always hit Linktree, and it has the YouTube. Or you can look up Purposely Living with Latrice or Latrice Bartley. All right. I'm getting ready for our new year for homeschool. I'm so excited. God is doing some great things. So I have an extreme focus for many things that's going on in this season of my life. But you do know I'm not going to leave you with a word of encouragement. And I believe this word will take you to the end of the year. Not saying I ain't coming back to the end of the year, but it's going to be a couple months. So here's what I want to leave you. And the Lord gave me this, and so I intentionally wrote it down just for you. I want to encourage you, don't move from your resting place. Don't move from your resting place. I thought about rest means to cease from movement, right? And there's so many definitions embodied in rest. But, naturally speaking, if you think about being a business owner or a mom, just anything, right? We have things to do. So you think rest naturally puts you in a mindset of doing nothing or laying down or whatever. Yes, but rest is also, I believe, a posture, right? It doesn't mean that you don't do anything, but it matters how you do what you do. If that makes sense. It's not just the what, it's how. And I just want to encourage you, don't move from your resting place. Jesus, the presence of God is your resting place. His word is your resting place. Like you can lay down, like literally life can be raging and you can lay on his word. You can hold his word. You can keep it dear to your heart, and it really brings peace, joy. It brings so much. Don't move from your resting place. If you didn't know, come to your resting place in him. And again, it doesn't mean that you aren't doing anything, but there is a posture. There's just an acceptance that is his way, and I believe that when you really just rest, meaning settle in whatever season, in whatever he said, and wherever you have, there's a rest that comes with that. Doesn't mean that you don't do, but even what you do has a different, if I could say, tone and attitude behind it. Okay. So I just wanted to encourage you with that. The next thing I wanted to encourage you with is trust him when you can't trace him. Trust him. Listen, if you're looking at me and you're like, that sounds great, you have no idea what I'm going through, it don't matter. Look at my Mindset Monday from Monday. I said something, and this is what I said. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. My voice still warming up. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Why am I saying that? He's the answer. Listen, trust him. And I love to say this because that sounds great, but you can't trust someone you don't know. So if you are not in a posture, if that sounds very hard, then get to know him. And you do that through his word. You do that, y'all. His word brings life, brings joy, washes you, encourages you, molds you. Listen, get you right. Sometimes you read the word and you go, ooh, oh Lord, okay, I'm not doing that, but I'm going to do that, right? You know, his word does so much. Get to know him. He is a safe place. But you have to know that so that you can run and find your refuge, find provision for whatever you need, so that you can boldly come to the throne of grace, knowing that he's not there to judge you and look down at you and say, but you've been doing that. Who do you think he is? No, he welcomes you. He's happy that you have found him, because whether you know it or not, he knows you. So I just want to encourage you, trust him when you can't trace him. And for those of you that are seasoned and you do know the Lord and you know the word of the Lord, that really should mean something to you. Listen, it's part of the process. We won't understand it all. I think about just 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, I endured one of the hardest days of my life, and I cried. I had a lot of questions. I felt alone, all the things, right? But y'all, this I recalled to mind, and therefore I have hope. It is of the Lord's mercies that I'm not consumed. I'm so glad that something is in me that even when my world can be rocked in a moment, but that will get determined. His word is real. Even through the tears, the word becomes a balm. But I'm here to tell you that it's not the same as it was 3 weeks. I've seen him moving. I keep telling them every day, marvelous are your works. Oh, my soul knows them well. I keep telling him, Lord, I see it. His word to me is being, he's doing a new thing. Can he make all things new? Yes, he can. So I want to encourage you, trust him. Trust him. He is a God that is reliable. He's not like man. He's not like your husband or wife. He's not like that child. He's not like that employer that you gave 30 years and then they say, yeah, thank you. Here you go. And actually on your way out the door, train the person coming in, insult you. On top of it, he's not like that. What he says you can bank on. So I just want to encourage you as I leave, as we're going into the next quarter where, y'all, can you believe it? We're coming to the end of the year. I feel like it flew. Trust him. Trust him. Trust him. You won't be sorry you did. And here's my last thing. My last thing that I want to encourage you is, I had this with trust him. I wrote this. I want to say this. I put God's voice is a whole navigation system. It is. It is. Trust him. But do you know you got to trust the navigation system? And think about that. That sounds crazy, right? Trust the navigation system. How many of us have actually pulled up on our phone, put in a way, I need to wait. And I'm talking about something, because sometimes I use my navigation system at home in my city because I'm trying to find out what y'all know. Is it an accident? What's going on? And to tell you something, and then we debate it. Now, I can't mean that. That can't be the right route. Did you not ask the navigation system who can see things that you can't see, but you going to debate it? Y'all, we crazy. I know I ain't the only one that's cray. I do it sometimes. But I'm saying that to say just the simplicity of how we really do have to trust his voice. What he said is what he said. And sometimes we hear and we be like, say what? Move on what he said, okay? Now, and here's my last thing. My last thing to you is nothing wasted. I would tell you to listen to Maverick City. They have, or is it Elevation Worship? I can't remember which one. Check out both, Maverick City or Elevation Worship. For some reason, I think it's Elevation Worship, but they have a song, Nothing Wasted. Listen to it. Y'all listen. Wherever you sit, I just want you to know right now, nothing is wasted. And this is what I put. What do you see? You may see a mess, but he may see a massive miracle, a massive masterpiece. Y'all, nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. And I'm here to tell you this from walking with the Lord for over 19 years. When I look back over my life, I see how he was just doing so much. So nothing is wasted. I know you're looking at maybe this piece of the marriage and that piece of that. And where is this? You can't put it. You're not supposed to. He didn't ask you to get the success. He didn't ask you to run the business. I know you like, well, what am I doing? Because this is my business. No, it's not. It's the Lord's. It's the Lord's. You just manager. So you got to stay in constant contact with headquarters, your spiritual headquarters. I know the children, you birth them. Listen, 24.2 hours of labor. They cut you in 3 places. You know, I be exaggerating because, child, I ain't pushed nothing out. But you know what I mean. I got them cuts now. But they still not our children. They belong to him. So talk to him. Ask him. Let him lead you and guide you. Listen, nothing is wasted. God is faithful. He is doing more than one thing. More than one thing. We have to know that. So be encouraged. And when you know nothing is wasted, you can go back to number 2. And you can trust him when you trace him. And then you can go number 1. Because you just find out, I'm going to just go on and rest. I don't even know what he's doing. Why am I trying to figure out what he's doing? Because many are the ways in a man's heart. Look, we got many thoughts, many. But only the Lord's purpose will prevail. So listen, just go ahead and say, let it happen. Lord, whatever you want to do. I love when the angel came to Mary to tell her that she was she would bear the Christ child. And in one of the versions, she just said, so be it. Like, yeah, you know, your will, like this thing huge, but she said, let it be at your word. You know, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but I don't know. I just feel like, just want to encourage you, just let it be. And then go back to number 1 and let him be your resting place. He has you. He's a big God. He's a mighty God, and he will not fail you. So as I get ready to leave, I'm so excited about this place. I miss y'all. I love encouraging y'all, but I love like pulling away. I do. So I pray that you will take some moments. If you need some encouragement, I have so many videos. Just go click one. But I will be recording Mindset Monday. It'll be on YouTube. But no social media. So just be reminded. Number 1, let him be your resting place. Number 2, trust him when you can't trace him. Number 3, nothing is wasted. He really has you. He really has your family. He has your marriage. He has it. But remember, we have a part. We got to give them access. Give them access every day. Invite them in. Okay? I love you all. See you in a little bit. Bye.